Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Looking at YELP GWPH PCLN and NVDA and Tesla on the daily and weekly time frame. So we have the YELP bulls holding the middle Bollinger Band support, 41.61, just barely. The bulls bought that dip, still maintaining higher lows. And it's going to be all about 40.86 support and that middle Bollinger Band going forward. Keeping in mind, we do have earnings coming up. And just double checking those earnings for YELP, they are going to be on Thursday after hours. So tightening range forming, clear resistance, 43 psychological. We've been unable to close above that level. And a higher low pattern, we're either going to see a bull reaction and a break into the $43, $44 range, or a bear reaction looking back down towards $40 psychological support. So the weekly time frame shows that indecision candlestick last week, and a fitting indecision as we do head into earnings, because the bulls and the bears, the way we're trading, don't really seem too sure about what to expect. Although I would say that the bulls are holding on pretty well. Considering where we came from in 2017, we've seen almost a 10% move, and we're not seeing a ton of profit taking. Past 4 days, we have seen some profit taking as we do head into those earnings. But in terms of what the bulls and bears are expecting, not much information, and we're going to have to see what the reaction Thursday is. So on GWPH, very nice follow through for the bulls, big time reaction to earnings, and we had news put out on trial results at the same time. So looking like the company wanted to soften the blow a little bit from earnings, or maybe give some fuel to the fire for the bulls, but we rejected from the upper Bollinger Band of 124.63. The level to break is 125.45. That is a very key resistance because it would continue higher lows and then higher highs by breaking that level. So we had a couple higher low and higher high already, now trying to see that continuation. Big bull volume and a close up near the high of the day, even though the biotech sector saw a pretty big pullback during the middle of the day as well. So the weekly time frame following through with that bullish reversal hammer from last week, and if we break 125.45, that will be significant looking back towards the all-time high. PCLN also had a really bullish day. We can see we got up and closed near the high of the day. Very strong close. We're looking at 1600 and 1605, the all-time high, and the bulls are right at those levels. So we are looking great here for the bulls. Increase in bull volume. MACD is catching up. Higher low is established at 1563. And we'll see if we get that new all-time high. The upper Bollinger Band on the weekly is going to be up at 1610, so that will be the next resistance we look at if we do get that all-time high. And an inside candlestick last week with the tightening range, and we're still within that range, tightening up still. And if the S&P 500 bulls get a new all-time high, certainly we can anticipate the PCLN bulls to follow along. NVDA, new all-time high. So these bulls are really responding to the market strength. But we did form a bearish reversal candlestick with profit taking from that all-time high. And it is a reversal candlestick that will be confirmed if we get a red day tomorrow. The gap will fill to the downside at 117.33. That will be our initial target. And the bulls are looking to maintain a higher low compared to 113.90, the low of the last consolidation. So the bulls are very strong on NVDA, but this candlestick today indicates that some short-term consolidation is coming. Very beautiful weekly chart. Higher lows, higher highs. Exponential support holding. New all-time high, 120.92. Tesla also forming a bearish candlestick after some further upside. We're still struggling at 258 resistance, and that's where we rejected from back here. 258 could not close above it, and although we got up to 260 today, we could not close above 258, and we still rejected from that level. So support is 256.42, and then looking down at 250 psychological. And on the weekly chart, this is what I'm more interested in. where the weekly chart closes this week, because back in April we rejected from 248 4 weeks in a row, and now we rejected the past 2 weeks. Obviously, we still have 3 trading days left to go, but that is a very clear resistance level that is giving the bulls trouble, and we're watching to see if this week can close above 258 to ensure that the move continues for the bulls. So getting very interesting. A lot of these names very strong, and GWPH and PCLN, we're keeping a close eye on those two to break some key resistance levels, and in the case of PCLN, looking for a new all-time high. I appreciate you watching. We'll continue to check back in, and as long as the S&P 500 holds its middle Bollinger Band daily support, these bulls are all doing really well, and we got the YELP earnings on Thursday to be keeping an eye out for. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.